Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. Now look at here. Judge Mathis says it is cold in them streets and he wants his wife back. So look, I love a man with a plan. Let's get into finding out what Judge Mathis plans on doing to make sure that he reconciles with Miss Linda. All right, so now according to TMZ, they're reporting that Judge Mathis says reconciliation with a stranger wife is on the horizon. Now, Judge Great Mathis is feeling confident about possible reconciliation with wife Linda, who filed to divorce the TV judge back in August. Now, despite the marriage woes, Judge Mathis tells us he's on the road to a romantic reunion, confirming he and Linda have been doing well in recent weeks. Now, as he puts it, things are so much better now, and he and Linda will be reconciled shortly. Okay, now, Judge Mathis. Now, the TV judge admits it's taken time to make amends with Linda, sharing he's made a point to stay home to be with her. Now, after previously not making her a priority in his life. The judge was understandably saddened by his separation, noting he was a cautionary tale for other men who may be neglecting their wives. He also hit back at infidelity rumors, saying his split was solely rooted in his absence from home, which is why he's prioritizing being under the same roof as Linda now. As they say, happy wife, happy life. Well, you know, I'm here for Judge Mathis doing whatever he needs to do to get his lady love back and keep his family intact. Now, here's a question I have for you. Why do we wait until the person is signing the line with the name on the dotted line and putting together the order in the first place? Why can't we hear what our partners are saying before it gets to the point where we decide, you know what, we're going to try to get them back because now we see we're about to lose them? I mean, at the end of the day, he knows what kind of good woman this Linda is, right? He's been with Linda for years. What was it, like 39 years? I did a few videos on it on the platform. So if you haven't gotten a chance to check those out, please do so. It gives a nice little timeline. It puts us right into the position that we're in right now. Now, yes, there was conversation, a lot of conversation about the assumptions that may have been why the divorce was pending, and one was regarding infidelity, which he staunchly says he did not do, denies it to the nth degree. So we'll have to go with that. Matter of fact, in one of my sharings, I do believe that it did include Linda's perspective, or an individual source perspective of Linda's perspective, in sharing that it wasn't anything to do with anything crazy or scandalous. It was just simply he wasn't spending enough time. He works a lot of hours. He's traveling from here, there, and everywhere, and she wants to spend time with her man. Look, she's been there with him, raising the family, allowing him to have his career blossom in the way that it is. I mean, he's a very well-known household name judge, right? He does a lot of things for the, his community. He does a lot of group type of activity stuff. He does, the shows. He's got several reality shows. I think they even tried to do the Judge Mathis kind of family show. I forget what the name of the reality show was, but I think it was a nice opportunity, and maybe that was his olive branch at the time to ensure they spend time together. So therefore, if we have this show, we're all going to be filming together, so you shouldn't have no problem with it. Well, that show no longer is airing for whatever reason. And, Linda said, look, I am not trying to sit here waiting on you to spend some time with me. I want to travel. I want to do things. I want to get out and, have a life and share this however much time we have left with you without having to worry about still continually doing the same old grind. As they say, definitely in the military, as I'm a veteran, hey, Sherry, look, rank has its privilege. So how can we slap that into this existence? Well, you've accomplished so many things. You achieved so many things. So therefore, you have an ability and a right to say, look, I have went ahead and kind of gotten all my oats together here, and I should be able to take a break here and there. I've earned it. And so at the end of the day, look, it doesn't matter. Sometimes when, people take for granted having a good person, they feel like they're always going to be there. Well, Miss Linda said, no, that's not going to be the case here anymore. And how much you want to bet? I will just go on the limb and say she's probably told him several times over the years, I want us to spend more time together. You're working too much. Let's slow it down. Let's reprioritize us. So the fact that he has now finally got it, which I don't know why he didn't get it before, but sometimes it kind of comes down to the case if I can show you better than I can tell you. And there you have it. Miss Linda said just that. And that's what she did. It was moving forward. Now, I haven't heard anything about a pullback of those divorce papers, but if Judge Mathis has his way, those papers will not see the light of day for signatures for finalization. So I'm definitely keeping up with this because I think it's great to see him actually fight for his woman. I mean, so many times we're so close of hearing people just throw people away like it's no big deal. And the bottom line is them streets can be really cold. And if you do have the opportunity and the blessing to have a wonderful person who is going side by side with all of your crap that you may be bringing to the table, or with all your glory that you bring to the table, that's your ride or die. That's the person you want to stick with. Don't always assume just because you got a good one the first time that the second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on is going to be a good one. You see how I kept going up with the numbers? That would mean that maybe in those numbers, it wasn't always a good one. Not for you anyways, right? So, you got to take it stock with your relationship. And like Judge Mathis says, use me as a cautionary tale. This is what happens when you don't listen to your wife. This is what happens when you don't prioritize. And we can even take the wife moniker off of it. This is what happens with the partner that wants to spend time with you. If they're asking you, know their love language. That's a real trendy word at this point, or trendy face, but it does mean something, right? It does mean something. How I want to be loved and how I want to be treated is what is going to be foremost. Not how you think I should be loved and how you think I should be treated. So yes, Linda stood her ground. She's going to do what she needs to do because look, they got a lot of life in them still, right? And we might as well take the time to enjoy some of it. Now, I'm pretty sure she's not giving any demands. Well, I don't know. I'm just going to assume that she's not giving any demands to say that you can't ever do anything. Well, just slow it down. Let's go and do some things. I don't want to have to worry about even we go on a trip or something like that. You're constantly looking at your phone, or you're constantly looking at something else and not paying attention to what is going on in front of you. So, yes. What are your thoughts about this? Do you think Judge is going to get his wife back? I personally think that he probably will. I mean, they've been together for so long. I'm sure right now he knows the right things to say, but she's going to be really making sure that those actions attach to those things. Because at the end of the day, what she has shown him is that I will go to that extreme or that extent. Because is it really extreme? Maybe extreme is me telling you over and over again, I need something different, right? So now he knows she's not playing with him. It's unfortunate that it had to go to this point for him to realize that, but nevertheless, I guess he got there. So that being said, I would love to know your comments and your thoughts about that. So leave those respectfully down below. Let's have a conversation about it. I think it's great, and he's going to go and try to see if he can keep his woman. Because like I said, the streets are cold, and the holidays are coming. Like nobody really wants to spend those alone if you don't have to, and especially because you're not with someone that you really want to be with because you did something or you're doing something that you should be changing. So with that, thank you so much for being here. If you are new here and you haven't had a chance yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, be part of the family. I would love to have you. Thank you so much to all of you for your viewing and listening support as always. Of course, keep your all notification bells on so you do not miss any uploads. I do have another video that I'll be dropping later on, and I did actually drop one earlier that was Chris Brown's response to the petition that's growing for him to be canceled from a show in Johannesburg in South Africa. So definitely take a look at that and share your thoughtful commentary on that as well. I'd love to know what you're thinking and how you're gauging that story as well. And of course, I would love to know how you're gauging this one. So with that being said, thank you again. Go ahead and give the video a like as well. I would so appreciate it. It allows it to spread to have more conversation about this. I think joyous news, right? It's a positive update. So thank you again. And at this point, I will bid you adieu. You take care and be blessed and stay safe. Bye.